Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to our 2020 November Roundtable. Your DE, District Executive, Taliesin Powell, and I'm here to go over rechartering with you and do as much information as possible, as fast as possible. So I'm not going to waste any of your time. I'm going to get right into it. So rechartering, we do it once a year. Now's the time to get into it and start moving along with the process. Now, majority of everyone's key three in each unit should have received uh, a plethora of information files sent by Joanne and myself. And if you have not received that information, that's not good. So please reach out to me as quick as you can and let me know if you got the or if you did not receive the information or not. You can email me at talpal@scouting.org or taliesin.pal@scouting.org. Both of those emails work. So let me know which unit you belong to and if you have or have not received any of this information I'm going to go over with you. Now, majority of this information by tomorrow will be up on our Matinecock website. That's sccbsa.org/Matinecock, and you'll find disclosure forms, PowerPoint presentations, and possibly this video if it loads up correctly. So be on the lookout for that. But this video will definitely be up on YouTube and Facebook. Key rechartering dates: December 3rd is rechartering date via Zoom. Now, December 3rd, that's basically what's going to happen is we're going to have a Zoom meeting like we do with our roundtables, but we're going to open it up to anybody who wants to sign in and ask any of our key volunteers any questions about chartering or they're running into a problem. That's the best time to reach us. We'll put you in your own private breakout room. We'll go over all the questions you may have, and we'll hopefully get it done by that day. The next and really important date for rechartering is December 18th. That's our on-time charter submission. And that is just so that way if we can receive everyone's charter by that time, we can make sure that by December 31st, we can lock and put them all into the system by December 31st. And, Joanne is only, is amazing, but she can only do so much. So if we can get more people to be proactive and to get the information correctly done by December 18th, that would really help this process. Now, December 31st, all charters must be turned in. And that is because if you do not turn your charter in by December 31st, you need to cease all scouting meetings for that unit and activities because of potential insurance lapses. No longer are you covered for accident, sickness, and liability insurance policies in the case of an accident or incident, and not to be able to process rank advancements, awards online, or the scout shop or office. So this is really important that we all do our best to be as proactive as this year as possible in getting these charters in. Now you've received three documents. One was our charter agreement. Now I'm showing you this one because this is really easy to get done in a matter of like a day or two. No biggie with this one. So this one, it can be even fillable online, so you can even submit it to your charter organization and charter organization rep. So on the top, you're going to write charter organization, who you are chartered by. The local council, you're going to write Suffolk County Council up top. You're going to fill in your pack, troop, number, crew. Then you're going to go to the bottom of this, where you say signed. You will see the charter organization. The signature needs to be there, the title, and the date. Same thing with the charter organization representative, title and date. The local council, that's me. So you would just submit that and I would sign that. This one you can knock out easily. Just get in the horn with your charter organization and charter organization rep, and you can get that done. Another piece of information that's really important that came out with emails that we sent out to you is just a couple of FAQs about the whole chartering renewal, which is more in the PowerPoint presentation too. I just want to let everyone know that this is a very important line. For 2021 charter cycle, you'll be able to complete the entire renewal process online. You have the option to pay online with the e-check or credit card. If you choose the credit card option, additional processing fees will be applied. So do not pay online by credit card or e-check if your unit is not 100% sure that no charge may be needed after renewal is paid and submitted to council. And payments still can be made to council. This helps avoid duplicate payments and multiple person records. Checks should be payable to SCC BSA. And another extremely important thing is another issue comes up for cruise ships and explorer posts. If your youth is turning 18, currently for programs are for 14 to 20, but when a youth turns 18 to stay in the program, they must fill out an adult application and take youth protection training. You'll need to turn the application and proof of YPT for all the youth who have turned 18 and are being registered. And transfers are not done during this process. You can move members from one unit to another by using promote option. Weeblos moving up to troop level or youth moving to an adult role would not be considered a transfer at this time because their registration will be expired and applications must submit it. And that's an extremely important topic because if a troop is trying to sign in a scout into their troop after he crossed over from being from a pack to a troop, I do not register them online. Do not have them fill out an application online because what will happen is the system will not recognize that they have been in the program and will hit them with that $25 first-time fee, and that's not true and it's not accurate. So if you are trying to submit any, if you're trying to put into your roster any Weeblos that have crossed over, physical application is the best way for that one, and to submit it to me to one of those emails that I showed you previously. And email, phone call, however you want to get it to me, scan it. That is the best way of getting those applications to me. Do not fill, unless it's a brand new kid, and then that's fine. You can do the online application, but it will add a $25 hit to you. So please keep that in mind. So we're going to go over, everyone knows that YPT is crucial. You cannot complete your chartering unless every single leader is YPT trained. Again, YPT training, and the expiration date must read 2022. We do not follow a national program of 2 years. We want to make sure that every year our people are up to date with YPT training. So if your expiration date says 2021, it's not valid. It has to say 2022. So please, that's very important for everyone to knock that out. We'll be doing YPT training via Zoom, but you can always do it on your My.Scouting. And please ask me if you have any questions about YPT training and things like that. But you go through my.scouting.org, and it's on the right side of the screen. As soon as you log in, there'll be a circle with a red symbol that says Youth Protection Training. You would just click that and you would go through the procedures from there. Here is our membership fees in terms of this year. Now, as you notice, $132 for youth without Boys Life, and that's for the entire year. And if you want Boys Life, it's $144 for the year. For adults, it's $54 for the year. And now, so again, unit charter fees will be $75 this year. That's a one-time fee for every year, or it's a, I should say, annual fee. And then the new member fee is for $25, and that's if they're brand new, have never been in the program, haven't even been in Cub Scouts, literally just signed up today and have no affiliation with the Boy Scouts. I mean, they could have, that doesn't apply for someone who signed up when they were a Tiger, missed a couple of years, came back, or vice versa, was a star and came back a couple of years later. That, you know, new membership fee does not apply. They have been in the program before. So that is it for our membership fees and a couple of YPT questions and other important information such as that. So that's another piece of information you receive. Now, one of the most important information is your access codes and all this wonderful stuff that you received, or all this things that are going to help you get to this point. So again, so to start the rechartering, the online system opened up November 2nd. Now you would click this link. Let me build this up. You would click this link right here to start your process. And every year you're going to register as a first-time user. That's extremely important. And you're going to put in this access code, whatever access code you were given by Joanne. So don't follow this access code. This is somebody else's, but this is an example of one. And again, your YPT must be up to date. And the things that you will be turning in for this chartering will be your charter renewal report package if you didn't approve it online, your additional disclosure form for anyone that is marked as not completed, and you'll see that when you do the online registration, signed applications for anyone that is added online, and a charter agreement, which I showed you previously. And if you have any questions about chartering, you can always reach to Joanne or myself. Joanne's contacts are below of that, the access code and things like that. So moving on. Now, I mentioned the updated disclosure form. This is up on our website, the secbsa.org/Matinecock. Everyone needed to fill this out last year. They gave us a year pass, but starting now, everyone needs to have this filled out for the beginning of the new year, 2021. I believe majority have, but if you're not confident that you did this, please sign it and send it to me. Tell me what unit you are, and I'll file it into the report, so we don't have to worry about it. It's a very 20 seconds fill it out, first name, middle name, last name, whatever, date of birth, signature, send it in, and so this is a new disclosure form, needs to be filled out. Please, it is up on our website, so you'll have access to that anytime. Anytime you like. Now going into it, so let's say you click that link for your starting your internet process. We're going to go through this step by step right now. So you click that link, and here you go. This is the first page you're going to see that pops up after going to your internet charting. It brings you to the welcome page. You're going to select this button, register for the first time. Click it. All right. Now, before you register, there's going to be a bunch of FAQ questions if you like. You can go through this. Also, with the login screen, there will be, I believe this one, there's going to be a box down here somewhere saying that I'm not a robot. A lot of people are having problems saying that they'll click register and they didn't see that box, and then all of a sudden it'll be in that loading screen forever. So very important to click I'm not a robot, then click register first time user. And then that should negate a lot of those problems for you. And so there's a lot of these FAQ questions. On the next page, you can click on any one of them, and they will direct you right to that answer. And if there's any questions that are not presented here and you'd like to ask us, please contact me or Joanne, and we'll be more than happy to go over everything with you. So here's your login page. And actually, I take it back. The iRobot would be on this page, not the beginning, not the first time. It would be on this one. I apologize. They just added that feature in. So this is the page, the login page. You would say, I'm not a robot. So you enter your access code that you've gotten from that access code sheet we sent you. Copy the link, throw it in there, and select the unit type from the drop-down box. Enter your 4-digit number, including zeros, your unit number, including leading zeros. So if it's pack 5, let's give an example, it would be 0005. Make sense? Okay, so that is how you would start that one. In order to agree, you must hit the confidential. You must hit I agree. If you don't, nothing's going to happen. You can't share it online. All right, next one. The unit processor enters the processor enters information and sets a password. And please write it down. Save it somewhere. Share it with your key 3. And have a binder with that information. I know it's a one-time thing. So next year will be different. Next year will be different password. But for this year, because you're able to stop and go through this process, you don't have to complete it all at one moment. You can literally do little by little, and it'll save it as it goes along. So having that username and password down for others to help out, or that way, you're not running around and asking us to reopen the account. We have to give you the access code. You have to reset the password. It'd be a lot of steps, and we're just trying to make this as quick as possible for you. Now, the stages of the internet recharting appear on the screen. Now, you will process through the stages until you have successfully entered all the information, all the BSO requirements are met. So stage 1, load roster. Stage 2, update roster. Stage 3, check roster. Now, loading roster, here you have the option of loading the roster from where the record is with your council, or you may load the roster information from a tool your unit may be using, such as Packmaster, Troopmaster, Scoutbook, how would have you. So you can either type it in yourself, or upload it, whatever is easier for you, or whatever have you set it up. Now, stage 2, you'll notice that little icon up there. Stage 2 is where you'll update the information on your roster. There are several steps to updating the roster. Select next when you're ready to begin. And if you're at any time wish to stop, you can select the gear button right up top here, and you can log in, log out, and all the changes will be saved. All channels will be available to save, so not a problem there. Okay, so now that we hit next, now you're going to enter in information relevant to the charter organization. Sensitive information has to be covered in this example. So address, all that stuff. When finished, click the next. Notice the review print roster up at the top. You can review and print the roster anytime. Now, step 2, again, all this stuff will be up on our online. So just if it's going too fast, you can always go to our website and go back and look at the PowerPoint presentation without me commenting on it. Which, could be beneficial, and maybe annoying, maybe helpful, whatever helps on you guys. But if you follow the instructions on the page for selecting and deselecting members of renewal, it's important to refresh your roster if your unit has accepted a youth or adult through the online registration system, or if your unit has submitted any paper applications to the council that you're not showing in your roster. Be sure to update the roster each time you return to work on your e-charter. That little button. Before you even start, it should almost be like, just click it just to make sure. Just to make sure we're all on the same page. So now after deselecting members from the previous screen, only members in your unit will show here, the ones that are active. You may correct and incorrect any information selected as previous check records. This is a great time for any name spellings that need to be corrected. Any information that is just wrong, that this is the best moment to fix all those little oopsies. Now, pressing the review print roster button will give you a preview of the charter renewal application, which appears the draft format, such as you see right here. Please note these fees shown are illustrated only and may not apply. So this is what you'll see. You'll see unit, charter organization, executive officer, but the more important thing is that you'll see your fees, how many youth you have, how many adults you have, your total council fees on the bottom, and the total amount. And that all can be done online, the total amount. You can, like I said before, credit card, e-check, or pay at the council directly. However works for you best. Now, after we reviewed and stuff, we followed the instructions for promoting members into the unit from another unit. Note you will need access codes for units in which you are not a member. If that's the case, you would have to reach out to me and I can help you out with that. Notice that you will see a fee on the right-hand side of your screen under rosters, right there. This is a view of only registration fees for youth and adult members, not your final fee for the rechartering. So don't go off that. That doesn't include the council fees. If you pay with a credit card, the 3% extra. So just keep that in mind. So we went to the next one. We hit next. Oops, sorry about that, everyone. Yes, we hit next step. And now we'll follow the instructions for promoting members into your unit from another unit. No, you will need access codes again, which are not your members. So reach out to me and I will help you with that. Here is a screen where you may add new adults, which is nice. Click the new adult button and let's start the process. Here we go. You can first, middle, last, suffix, primary position, second position, complete the information, right? Let's make sure that's next page. Notice in the warning about the social security number. You will not be asked to enter a social security number. Here you will enter the youth protection completion date, the adult if necessary. With renewal, you'll need to submit the signed completed adult application, YPT certificate, and any other supplemental documents that council requires. And going with YPT, now that we've talked about YPT for a little bit, know that YPT, there has been a lot of issues online. So going with the test, modules shutting down, not notifying you when you have received it, not being able to print a certificate, not updating, even though sometimes it does take a couple of days to update. But if you have taken a test and you're receiving problems, or not just a test, and that's the other thing too, is most people think that, oh, you took the test, that's it. That's not true. You have to complete every video module there, 1 through 4. You can't test out and that's it. You have to do all 4 steps, which is 3 videos in the test. So all those must be completed. But if you have any problems where you've taken the test, watched the video, it has not recognized it, blah, 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 there's a lot of problems that do happen. There's also a lot of times where there's no problems. But if you are one of those who engaged in a problem, please reach out to me, to my emails. Let me know when and when you took it, and your full name, and that way I can go into it and help you fix a couple of those mistakes, so that way we can get through this as painless and as frictionless as possible, because I know this is a tough year and I'm going to be working with you guys as much as possible. but please make sure that we all are doing our YPTs. I'm hoping by the end of November, that would be the best time just to knock it out and get it done with. All right, so no more YPT talk. Everyone knows what they have to do. Please just get it done. Have any problems, reach out to me. Very simple. Now the next page, now you can add youth. Same thing with the adults. Hit the youth button, add a youth. Middle name, first, all that stuff into the information. Now, update member data. Now this is a page. Here you have the opportunity to update information on your members. Show, insert left is your youth protection data and the new entry for read-only CBC authorization data. Now, reminder, each is, so here you can update all the information you need for your adults. Here you're able to see if you have the required minimum unit adult positions for your type. This page that you'll see. Oh, sorry again, my fault. It's a Mac. You touch it, it flips. But so at this page, you will see, again, when I said with how many positions need to be filled, at least it'll give you a good heads up on what needs to be filled out when it doesn't. Once you made all the changes, select check roster, and your roster will be validated against BSA unit requirements, including youth protection and youth YPT, and I believe disclosure forms will be there too. I'll let you know which unit or which members do not have that disclosure form. But if you're not sure, again, just fill it out and send it in. It's so much faster that way, rather than waiting and then putting everyone back. Now, if there are some errors, they're indicated on this page. Sensitive information has been redacted, so no warnings are not the same as errors. As explained on the screen, errors must be resolved. Warnings are informational. So you may get something as like errors are corrected to go for youth protection or disclosure forms and things like that. So just notice that. Now, after selecting member in error, you'll be able to make changes to correct the error. The unit process will be able to modify the YPT dates, but this must not be done without proper documentation. You need that certificate. And again, if you can't print up that certificate, that's when you would contact me and I would help you, I'll help you through this process. Now, still updating the member for the check roster link, because this add or update member, this is a new page, you'll see. Now, you would hit all the errors have already resolved. You will see this sign, congratulations, validation is complete without errors. Please click next stage button. Click that next stage button. Your roster has been completely validated. You can now review the final roster and fees. So with that being said, if you make more changes before you continue, you can always make changes at this point with updating charters, select members of renewal, promote members, add members, update member position, blah, blah, blah. But hit that summary page. Do yourself a favor, hit that summary page. So here we're at the summary page. Insert left is where you make changes to the fees. For an adult youth or multiple, they must have a paid registration fee in another unit or a non-unit position. This new feature will allow multiple select for Boys Life and multi-select for multiple registration. Now you may still use a single update link if more convenient. Note that the add a new search by name feature on this and other pages. Add a new search. See it? All right, moving on. So by clicking the Boys Life button on the previous page, you'll see that how many units you need to be 100% Boy Life unit. That. Now, approve roster. Oh, sorry, everyone. Approve roster. Now, to sign your charter electronically, select the approver, which is right up here. We agree, or we agree, and then select next. If not signed electronically, we do not agree. Okay? Electronically, we agree. You're not doing electronically, you do not agree. Now, the charter fee is paid off at the time of the unit renewal or when the new unit is chartered. If the council is elected to collect a council fee, which our council has, this calculation will be slayed with another fee as appropriate. This will, sorry again, I'm very sorry. Again, max. This will not appear if the council does not select this option or uses another method to collect the council fee. Check with the council on fee-related questions. And I did show you the membership chart, which goes through all that stuff where it's allocated, and that will also be up online too. But everyone should have received that already. Back in summertime, actually. So here we go. We're going to payment time. Now, you have 3 forms of payment: credit card, pay directly, e-check. If you're paying by credit card, you know the drill, 3% administration fee. Paying through cash or through a council unit account, you'll need to remit those funds to your council before your chartering will be processed. Now, if you're paying by e-check, you will enter the name of the account type, routing number, account number associated with the account. To be honest with you, I would try to avoid the credit card one if you could, because there's no point of getting hit by a 3% fee. I don't want you guys to be hit any more with money than you already have. And I'm always thinking about your budgets and what's going on in the world today. Now, if you're selected payments by credit card, this is the confirmation you receive if your payment is full of success. This is what you're receiving. And if you select to pay directly to the council, you will get this message: "Will pay. Please submit remittance to your local council for any payment due. Thank you." So you'll see that little mark. Now, if you selected e-check, this information you will fill out paying electronically from a check or savings account. Please note the unit is responsible to promptly pay any amount that could not be collected by the e-checking processing. Sorry, I didn't mean to fly all over the place. I'm sorry. That's where we left off. So yeah, this is the page you will see for the e-check. If you're paying by unit account, you have the option of checking this box before submitting your roster. I keep doing that. By submitting your roster right here, the button. The box is grayed out for any other option or any other payment options. And when you're satisfied that your roster is complete, click on Submit to Council. Note the warning. Your renew has completed, no additional changes. This is the second confirmation that you're submitting your roster right up top. That's the little scouting org says, little button. So you would hit submit to council. Now, an opportunity to take on the survey and using the internet rechartering tools. This is definitely a time for you to put in what you think, what can be improved. And so yeah, please, if you have an opinion or if you want to put your thoughts in there, please do. Confirmation of successful submission. If you re-enter the internet recharting at a later date, you'll be presented with this page. This gives you the opportunity to print any required documentation and or to save PDF files if needed. And here is the charter renewal application. If you clicked on print renewal application from the button shown on the previous slide, that button right there, please note the fees shown on illustration are only and may not apply. This is just examples of what you're going to be seeing. So you'll again, youth, adults, chartering fees, council fees below here, subtotal, and then there's total right there. You can see your boys life if you're 100%. You'll see your tenured of how long you have been chartered for. This is in months, 909 months. That's a lot of months. It's a lot. Yeah. And I think that does it. And that is the end of the PowerPoint presentation. And that's the end of the chartering updates and information. And that's how you go about getting it done and getting it done by December 18th. Now it's so much better to be proactive, go at it. And you can get online, you can start, stop anytime you want. Like I said, you can save it. Keep these notes in mind. All this information will be up on the website. Thank you so much for listening. I know this was a lengthy conversation about recharting, but I felt like it was really important to go step by step with you guys and to get all the information out. Thanks again for everything. And that is it for me. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I will, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. You guys have a good one.